In 2009, astronauts performed a daring rescue mission to save the Hubble Space Telescope. Imagine floating outside a spacecraft, grabbing tools to fix instruments that were beyond repair on Earth. This wasn't just maintenance, it was like performing surgery in space. The mission proved that complex repairs could be done far from home. Today, engineers ask, could robots do the same for aging satellites? This is where innovation begins. Human spacewalks, like Hubble's repair, are risky and costly. Robotic servicing offers a safer, more scalable alternative docking with satellites to swap parts or refuel them without endangering lives. NASA is testing this tech for Artemis III, where SpaceX and Blue Origin will rehearse precise orbital maneuvers. Mastering these skills could extend satellite lifespans, making space exploration cheaper and more efficient. Imagine a robot with dexterous fingers floating near an aging satellite like Hubble or James Webb. This isn't science fiction, it's robotic servicing. Engineers are designing advanced tools, robotic arms for precise repairs and docking systems to latch onto satellites. AI navigation, trained on Artemis III rehearsals, where NASA practices moon lander docking, helps robots perform complex tasks like swapping broken parts or refueling without risking human lives. Just like astronauts did in 2009, but now with machines that work faster and safer. Docking a robot with a moving satellite is like threading a needle in zero gravity. Both must match speed and position perfectly. NASA tests this precision with SpaceX and Blue Origin's moon landers, practicing maneuvers to align flawlessly. These tests aren't just for the moon. They're blueprints for robots that could one day refuel or repair Hubble or James Webb, all without human help. A rescue mission wouldn't just dock it, would perform precise tasks like swapping out dead batteries, refueling with fresh propellant, or even upgrading instruments. Think of it like a car service in space, replacing worn parts to keep the satellite running longer. NASA's already testing these skills for moon missions, where robots practice docking at high speeds just like they did for Hubble in 2009, but this time without risking astronauts' lives. But this rescue isn't just about precision. It's also about survival. Space is littered with debris, moving at speeds that could turn a tiny fragment into a deadly bullet. The robot must avoid collisions while docking, like threading a needle in a hurricane. Then there's power. Satellites don't have infinite juice, so the servicer needs smart energy management to work efficiently. And who programs these robots? AI must make split-second decisions, but it can't act recklessly. That's why experts like Marco Tedesco are working on responsible AI guiding machines to serve science without compromising ethics or state-of-the-art. Balancing speed, power, and trust isn't easy, but it's the key to keeping our space telescopes alive. This technology isn't just about telescopes. It could extend the life of communication satellites, refuel them mid-orbit like a gas station in space, or even clean up debris. With over $870 million in private space tech funding, companies are racing to turn these ideas into reality. Imagine robots servicing hundreds of aging satellites instead of just a few, turning what was once science fiction into everyday engineering. Extending a satellite's life isn't just about technology, it's about ethics. Should we rescue aging telescopes like Hubble or launch new ones? What if servicing too many creates more space debris, risking future missions? AI engineer Marco Tedesco is designing smart systems to balance these choices. It's a careful dance, keeping science alive without turning orbit into a junkyard. Next up is James Webb, but its orbit is farther out, like a high-stakes game of orbital chess. Private companies like Skyroot Aerospace are stepping in with smaller, smarter robots. Their Vikram 1 rocket just proved they can deploy payloads into space, showing how quickly this tech can grow. But who's leading the charge? It's not just NASA anymore. Startups backed by $870 million in funding are racing to build these space services. They'll need AI that thinks fast, but stays responsible, judge like A for climate rehearsal. The question is, can they turn sci-fi into reality without turning orbit into a junkyard? When you hear robot spacecraft, you might picture something like a toy drone, small, simple, flying around. But these space servicers are far more advanced. They're equipped with AI, precision tools, and the ability to make complex decisions, almost like a human surgeon in space. Unlike a drone that follows pre-programmed paths, These robots navigate autonomously, diagnose issues, and perform repairs with pinpoint accuracy, just as astronauts did for Hubble, but without needing a spacesuit. This isn't just about saving one telescope, it's about the future of space. Every satellite we rescue means fewer dead ones cluttering orbit, safer missions ahead, and more discoveries for humanity. But it's tricky. We can't just keep servicing without rules. That's where AI comes in, like Marco Tedesco's work, making smart choices so we don't turn space into a junkyard. And the race is on. NASA, startups like Skyroot Aerospace, with their $817 million backing, and others are building these robots now. The question is, can they balance speed and responsibility to turn this vision into reality? Want to track this tech's progress? Watch NASA's servicing mission proposals, like their upcoming tests with SpaceX and Blue Origin landers practicing orbital dance moves before crewed moon landings. Follow private startups like Skyroot Aerospace, which just proved their Vikram 1 rocket can deploy payloads, showing how fast space tech evolves. Then dive into citizen science projects on Zooniverse, where you help spot problems satellites face. Every step brings us closer to a cleaner, smarter orbit, where robots and humans work together without turning space into a junkyard. But this vision isn't without hurdles. Budget constraints, technical challenges like docking with a spinning telescope, and the need for international teamwork like NASA's Artemis program complicate things. Without clear rules, space could become cluttered with dead satellites. That's where AI, guided by experts like Marco Tedesco, helps make smart choices to keep orbit clean and safe. Meanwhile, companies like Skyroot Aerospace are racing to build these robots, proving how fast space tech evolves. This isn't just about saving one telescope, it's about the future of space. Every satellite we rescue means fewer dead ones cluttering orbit, safer missions ahead, and more discoveries for humanity. But it's tricky. We can't just keep servicing without rules. That's where AI comes in, like Marco Tedesco's work, making smart choices so we don't turn space into a junkyard. And the race is on. NASA, startups like Skyroot Aerospace, with their $817 million backing, and others are building these robots now. The question is, can they balance speed and responsibility to turn this vision into reality? Want to track this tech's progress? Watch NASA's servicing mission proposals, like their upcoming tests with SpaceX and Blue Origin landers practicing orbital dance moves before crewed moon landings. Follow private startups like Skyroot Aerospace, which just proved their Vikram 1 rocket can deploy payloads, showing how fast space tech evolves. Then dive into citizen science projects on Zooniverse, where you help spot problems satellites face. Every step brings us closer to a cleaner, smarter orbit, where robots and